Hey, me Planet Dojo gente. So I got two channels. As I mentioned, I have a Bourbon Dojo channel, and then I have this Planet Dojo channel. And so up in Truckee this past weekend, made a trip to Frey Ranch Farm and Distillery in Fallon, Nevada. And so I edited it as if I were editing it for my Bourbon Dojo. So I'm putting this in right now. Don't get confused, but yeah, I think it's pretty good content. It's educational. It's definitely immersive on all things whiskey distilling. It's really super neat, and we even got to sample at the end. So I'm gonna throw that on this channel. I'm gonna do a little bit of editing like I'm doing right now, and let you all know. Don't get confused. It's all good. All right, peace. Enjoy. Hey, welcome to Bourbon Dojo, and today we find ourselves at Frey Ranch.
Are we there yet?
No.
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 Are we there yet?
Hey, so staying the weekend up in Truckee with my sister and my brother-in-law, and saw on the map that Frey Ranch Distillery is about an hour and 20 minutes from Truckee, and so took a little bit of a drive, and we're gonna see how much I can videotape. If not, let's see if I can take some pictures. Frey Ranch Distillers, we're gonna get us some juice. Hey, good news. We have the okay to videotape. So again, here at Frey Ranch Distillery Farm, right? You know, I was just talking with some of the guys, and there's no proprietary secrets gonna be seen on this video. He says all their proprietary stuff is out in the fields, which is on the other side of these buildings. So we're just gonna take a walk. Looks like they have a couple of food trucks. They do have a little picnic area. They have a little gazebo food area. It is raining. We are in Fallon, Nevada. It is raining, and yeah, very nice. The tour starts in about 10 minutes, and yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Standing by one of the tires. I'm 6'7". All right, it looks like we're starting. Let's see.
Corn, barley, wheat, rye, oats.
These are pot steel, and then these are column steel. So it looks like they have a combination of both, pot steel and column steel.
All right, you guys ready for the tour?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Frey Ranch Distillery. We are an estate distillery, which means that everything that goes into our whiskeys and bourbons is grown here on the ranch. We grow it, distill it, age it, and bottle it all on the ranch. We also do our own malting here on the ranch. So we use a dual distillation system. We do column stills for quantity, and then we do a pot still for quality. The columns run from 4 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, constantly producing 40 to 50% alcohol. We call that alcohol low lines. Once we get 1,000 gallons of low lines, then we will run the pot still. The pot still we use for quality. So why we do a second distillation is so that we can remove the heads and separate out the hearts from the heads and the tails. For the columns, mash comes in from the back room, our holding tank, goes up the pipe from the sides, goes into the warmers. From the warmers, it goes into the second window from the top. Each one of these windows has a plate. The mash goes across the plate. Each plate has holes. We bring steam in from the bottom. Steam goes up through the holes. As the mash crosses over, it turns the alcohol and some of the water into a vapor. That vapor goes up, goes into the warmers where we scavenge some of that heat to warm the new mash going in. So we try to keep it between 40 and 50% alcohol or 80 to 100 proof. After we get 1,000 gallons, transfer it to the pot. The pot has a huge copper coil in it where we heat up that 1,000 gallons again and start turning the alcohol back into a vapor. That vapor goes into this condenser where we use cooling water to transfer it back into a liquid. The first 30 gallons that come off the pot are where all your toxins are. Your stuff that makes you go blind, gives you a real bad headache. That first 30 gallons, we dump down the drain. After that, we get into the hearts. That is the center portion of the alcohol. Each 1,000 gallons, we usually get between 500 and 600 gallons of hearts. After the hearts, it starts getting a little oily, a little off color, a little off flavored. That's what we call the tails. We'll stop the pot and then drain the tails. So we just take the hearts of each pot distillation. Once we get that 500 to 600 gallons of hearts, we add a little reverse osmosis water to it, take it to 125 proof, then we pump it to a tank in the back, and then every other week we will fill up barrels. We usually do about 100 barrels a week.
Oh, wow.
For the column stills, once the mash has reached the bottom, we've stripped all the alcohol out of it. We pump that material to the back. We'll separate out the solids from the liquids. The solids go into a trailer. That trailer we take over to the dairy next door. We feed it to help feed the cows. Cows we get manure from to go out onto the fields. The liquid gets pumped into the irrigation ditch, and then next irrigation, that goes out onto the fields. Our mash, after it's done fermenting, is a 3 to a 5 pH, which means it's acidic, and most of the ground around here is alkaline, so it helps neutralize the pH.
Oh, wow.
So what is happening with this?
That's the mash dropping down to the next level and steam coming up. And so it goes down, and then there's tubes, one on each side as it goes back and forth to where the mash drops down and then goes across.
Wow, so it's all in your stock.
All right, you guys want to follow me? We'll go into the fermentation process. Okay, here's mine.
Hey, so that was pretty cool. So it's a combined column stills for the quantity, and then that pot still is for the quality. Very interesting. Check out this room. We just walked up some stairs. We're looking at a mash bill. And that is your mash bill.
So this is our most active fermenter. What you see here is the yeast eating the sugars, producing CO2 and alcohol. Right? So this is day one. It's usually the most active on the first day. After that, it starts to look like this. Maybe cutting off to the bottom. After 3 days, it's usually between 5 to 7% alcohol. That's when we pump it over to the beer well, and that's what feeds the column. So every day we do at least one cook. That's one of our mash cookers. We have a second mash cooker in here. We'll bring water and then some of the tail water from the columns. We'll bring that up to 195 degrees with corn in it. Once it hits 195, we let it steep for 15 minutes and we start cooling it. Each one of these are double layer for nickel bag. That runs cooling water so that we can cool down the mash cookers or maintain the fermenters between 82 and 85. Once we start cooling down the mash, we'll add wheat and rye to it. As it cools down some more, we add malt and barley. Once it gets to 82, we add our yeast, and then we transfer it from the mash cooker to one of the fermenters. Here's where it sits for 3 days. Letting the yeast eat the sugars, produce the alcohol. After 3 days, it goes to the beer well. You guys have any questions?
Sweet. Smells sweet.
You can taste it if you want. We're going to boil it 2 more times after this, okay?
I'm going to take a little.
It's sweet. Now, if you want to
Kool-Aid. It's like a Kool-Aid. It tastes like Kool-Aid. Grainy, right? Grainy mash bill. It tastes like Kool-Aid, huh? A little Kool-Aid? Yeah. He says that it was okay because they're gonna redo it like 3 more times. So no cooties.
Yeah, that's the yeast.
Wow. It is so sweet in here. Yeah, it's corn. It's like a corn Kool-Aid flavor.
All right. So we're gonna head downstairs. We're gonna head to the building next door.
Oh, so that's the bottom. This is the bottom of the cookers. There we go. Yeah, and the mash warmers. All right. Wonder why we had to walk upstairs. Now I'm putting 2 and 2 together. In this room, it smells like hay. That's all it smells. It smells like hay. Really super cool. Alright, we're on to the next building. Yeah, could be. Oh, I see some bourbon barrels. I see some barrels. Oh my. I see angel share.
Set up like a rick house. All barrels are on their sides. Oops, sorry.
No worries.
There is. Oh, there it is. So,
Wow.
we call the bourbon White Oak, 3 to 4 char, single-use barrel. We get our barrels from ISC out of Kentucky. Out of Kentucky, and then West Virginia Barrel Company. We buy all our barrels pre-charred, so all we have to do is just fill them. One single use, so after they're done, we sell our barrels to a barrel broker, and they sell them to wineries, distilleries, and breweries all over the world. This barrel warehouse, when full, holds 1,400 barrels. We have 3 other warehouses that they are stacked upright, 4 to a pallet.
1,400 barrels.
7 pallets deep, 25 rows on each side, so they hold 8,400 each warehouse.
So you're saying it's heaven?
It's heaven in the summertime, then it's
Oh yeah, hell.
then it's not. Yes. We do not maintain temperature control in our barrel warehouses. We do not rotate our barrels. We just maintain humidity. So we try to maintain around 60% humidity. For this warehouse, we have to get special barrels side fill. All of our other barrels are top fill.
Hey, so Greg did a wonderful job telling us everything and all things, how they distill it. Great guy, wonderful, excellent job. 1,400 barrels were in there, and the oldest one they got is about 10 years. So, question I asked was, because I have a 90 proofer like about 3 or 4 years ago, and it does taste different. I'm wondering if it tastes different because now they have a little bit more age on them, and the way it tastes different is, it just drinks younger, man. You can totally get that ethanol. I did try a 90 proofer last year, and it did taste different than what the one I had. So right now we are going to go inside and see if we can't do some tastings and seeing what's available for us to purchase. I wanted to do a light thing with the bottles, right? That's pretty cool to have in the man cave. Yeah. Did you need a water? We're in the goodie shop. Oh my. We got a single grain series wheat. I'm gonna definitely pick me up a wheat. We have right here 100% oat. They got some glasses. They got some little bit of everything. Smoke grain series. That kind of interests me right there. See what that is. And what I came for is their single barrel. I'm gonna see if they have a, I guess farmer's proof or something. What do they call it? Cask strength, barrel strength, farmer's strength. Just taking a tour of the little bar area and of their shop. Really cool. I think I'm gonna steal this idea from them, having the bottles. Make me a little lamp in the man cave, in the dojo. Super cool. All right. Let's see.
This is the same exact mash bill as our flagship. It's the same.
Which one did you try?
You tried the regular.
Oh, okay. How was that one? Normal? 90 proof? Can I try a wheat?
Man, farmer strength.
That's what it is, the farmer's strength. Uncut. Thank you. Oh, super sweet. It's sweeter than Maker's. Hey, so I have I'm trying out the wheat, and so far it's sweeter than Maker's, sweeter than Bernheim. Almost too sweet. And we're gonna take a palate at this. Mm.
That's my favorite.
Okay. No, this is delish. It's got to be a higher proof than the Maker's, because there's a little bite, there's a little apple orchard thing going on, and of course you're going to get your caramel. I don't have any vanilla. It's more of a fruity. It's more of a fruity caramel. Let me go for a second little sip. A tad oak, just a tad oak. This is an apple sweet tart kind of. So, what was the proof on the wheat that I just had?
100.
Ah, okay, there you go. So Maker's is 90 proof, and right here is 100 proof. It's delish.
So this is a little special. This is a campfire smoke. This is not a peat. So how we make our fire brick is from stuff around the farm. So there's some corn stalks, corn cobs, a little cottonwood. They make a fire brick. Malt the barley. It's 100% malted barley in the malting room in the back. Wait till it sprouts, grab it, take it out, put it in the silo, and they have the fire brick on top, and you suck the smoke with a fan for the smoky flavor. So you're gonna take 2 sips of it.
Okay.
Take 2
This is
sips.
going to be for my whiskey club.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Full moon.
Hey. Cheers. Slant Shabbat.
Okay, one more bourbon. Let's try one more.
That's their smoky series. It is. Oh, it's on the exhale. Did you get it on the exhale?
I did.
Okay. Kind of neat, kind of cool. It's a bourbon. A little smokiness on the nose, but it took a couple seconds on the exhale to actually kind of taste that smokiness. It's kind of like a treat. Campfire smoke.
Next one, so this bourbon.
I'm in. Would that stand in for the Talisker? Yeah.
I'm getting me one of those.
Yeah, okay.
And then a regular bourbon whiskey and smoke.
Okay. Yeah, you hear that? So, Scotchman loves his Talisker, is going with the smoke. Because he can taste it.
That's right.
Fun. Okay. Okay. So here's their little menu. Prices are subject to change. Wonderful. I think I'm gonna definitely do that wheat, man. It's a sweet wheat. I haven't did the single barrel rye. That might be a bit much. Maybe that'll be next time. I'm gonna do the single barrel. I'm gonna do a wheat, and then I'm gonna do a farm strength uncut. So, very nice. Too fun. Scooting back a little bit, this is a great experience. Frey Ranch Farm and Distillery here in Fallon, Nevada, about 120 miles east, a little southeast of Tahoe, Reno. We're coming from Truckee. So, well worth it, man. About an hour and 20 minutes. And fun time, good time. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying some of the uncut. It's about 120 proof. The nose is, yeah, you get a bit more of everything from the 90 proof. Caramel. You get a little bit of that farm. It's kind of like a farm hay forward type of. Yeah, it's very bright smelling fruit. Not a citrus fruit, but more of like maybe like a plum, maybe more like a cherry. Maybe there's a little bit of not really a cherry cola, but just like a cherry. Okay, cherry sweet tart, so it's more of a brighter cherry and 60 proofer. Good deal. Yeah. You get a little bit of a tongue hug. Not too bad, but a little bit of a tongue hug. Warms the throat. You know, it's going to hug you right here a little bit, being at that 120 proof. I'm in. Okay. I'm going to make a couple purchases, and then we're going to be headed on the way back to Truckee. They're boxing me up. I got the strength uncut. I got the wheat. And then I got the single malt smoked. Delish. All right, I'm going to do a full-on review sometime in the next couple weeks, so look for that. Shalom, gente.